live.
Oh, hello. I just hit a hole.
Hey, friends.
So we're coming on live. Our hat's a little crooked. There we go.
Are we live?
And let me make sure.
Okay, we'll see. Does it work?
Can you hear Annie? She's walked away from the phone.
Can they hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Pam.
Hey, Kathy
Evelyn.
and Pam. Can you hear me? Can you hear Miss Annie? Do I sound like I'm on a microphone?
Hi, Angie from Lafayette, Louisiana. I don't know if they can hear you. So we're going to have to be on this side. We're going to have to speak up. So
hey, everybody.
We just got home.
We just got home. We had the best time.
We did. It was very relaxing. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we see for the first time, what Clint was able to get finished.
With the back porch.
What time did we leave? We left Friday. So it was after lunch Friday, and he came back and he worked Saturday as well.
Yeah.
So either my head is crooked or this hat is crooked. I'm not too sure. Let me hold this
and you figure it out. Is your head?
How's that look? Is that better?
Heavier.
It's my head?
No, I think it's the hat. Y'all think it's the hat? I think it's the hat, babe.
Okay.
Kathy is saying everybody says that they can hear us. Awesome. Y'all sound great. Okay, good. We usually sound great on this side of the camera, so right. I'm going to step away. How about if you...
I'm going to try to follow her.
Okay, just let me step here. Can you guys hear me? Does it sound like I'm on a microphone if I'm this far away?
Hi, Lisa from Hermosa Beach, California. Thank you for welcoming us back. Hi, Joyce Abernathy. How are you?
Joyce, can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Can you?
Do I sound like I'm on a microphone, or do I sound like I'm far away?
Nola's telling me to wash the hat. Okay, that might fix it. So it's not my head. I wash that at least twice a day. So, welcome home.
Are they saying whether or not they can?
No, I'm waiting. Kathy's from Arizona. I can hear you. Okay. All right. So let's try it.
Okay.
So here we go.
We're going to show you guys the porch. We haven't seen it yet.
Huh? Yeah. No. Here we go. Here we go. Can't hear Annie. Okay.
Can't hear Annie. Okay.
All right. So well, we'll just leave it like this. So we're seeing it just live like you. So we still have a lot of wood there. Knew we would. My trailer was sitting here with a bunch of trash in it. It's gone. I'm hoping Clint took that to the dump. A lot of sawdust. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Okay.
Look at that. Is that tape on there?
This is the tape.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Can you zoom in on that so they can see?
Can you see that that's actually tape right there that he put down? What did he call? What kind of tape did he call that?
I don't remember what he called it, but he put this tape down to make it more.
So they can't hear you.
More waterproof.
So it's to help. Oh, it's to help waterproof the joists.
Right.
Yeah.
It's to help waterproof.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it looks like.
Now he had done that. I remember seeing him standing on that.
Right. All of this is covered.
So that was all done.
This is where the well.
Yeah.
That's the well.
And he was standing on, showing how sturdy it was. Yeah. All right, look at this. He started the flooring. This is beautiful. Oh, he's doing trim right there.
And I have a new plug.
Did he do a new plug? He put a new plug in. He's doing trim around this door just like he did the front door. Oh. So trim is going to be down through there. Yeah.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
And he told you it would take probably seven working days. Is that what he said?
He said it would be a week or so.
Maybe 5 working days. How many working days?
It was for sure
7 working days? Okay.
gotta get over here to the...
Oh, that's right. He's going to put in a new door, and he's going to cover that up. So that'll be nice. All right. This is beautiful. Excited about the end product. Can't wait for it.
This is gonna be so great.
Are you able to get down? Is that too far? There you go. Good job. All right.
Great. So the steps will come off.
Yeah, the steps will be right here. Oh, he's basically going to go right to the corner and bring them out.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah. It's going to be
So
beautiful.
good. And then all of that.
Oh, that same trim that he put up front.
Right. You guys remember the pretty trim on the front?
The
This will
white.
that's all going to go underneath.
Yeah.
So that's going to look so good. Okay. I love it.
Yes.
And this beam.
Okay, so that beam will go right there in that corner. So a total of 5 beams. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll paint what he's going to paint and then leave the flooring probably for a while for it to age. Sherwin-Williams said that this type of flooring to leave down for 6 months. I don't know that Clint was sold on that, was he?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was sold on the 6 months, but definitely letting it age for a little bit, for sure. So the front, the way the front looks is what the back is going to look like.
With the paint and the trim, and
Yeah.
and he'll close in this back porch. Well, I'm gonna have to turn it around because you can't see. All you can see is, there we go. He'll close that in like he did the front porch so that birds and insects can't get up there and build nests. Okay. What you wanted to tell them about?
I wanted to share with them about that other godwink.
Oh, okay. So we have had a godwink in our life.
Yeah, so...
You want to sit down on some steps?
Yeah, we can sit down on the steps. We'll tell you guys another little God wink. You guys doing okay? Did you have a good Sunday? We had a good Sunday. Daryl and I got nice and rested on our trip.
Yes,
It
we
was
did.
so nice. I took the longest nap yesterday. It was so nice. Okay, so is this a good spot?
Oh.
Okay, I think this is a good spot.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I love it. It's going to be beautiful, right? Everybody, it's going to look like the front porch. Look how pretty the front porch looks. And we are going to paint that ceiling. Either I'm going to paint it, or I did reach out to a friend of ours who has a painter that they love. So, all right. So I'm going to tell you a little Godwink story, because last night when we were sharing with you guys about the flounder, and we were talking about how we had saved our money, all of our little pennies and everything. And then Daryl and I got to talking about that last night, and I don't know that there were ATM cards 40 years ago. Remember how we talked about that?
Oh, that's
so when we
right,
paid
yeah.
for the meal, I don't think we took in enough money with us, and that's why we had to go out to our jar and like get more money. Anyway, so then it made me kind of think about actually this trip, you guys. So knowing that our 40th anniversary was coming up, I started saving like almost a year ago, and I just started putting money in this envelope. And I was trying to keep it a surprise from Daryl, because I just thought, I just want to surprise him and just say, okay, I've been saving this money so that we could go on like a cruise or something. Because we've been talking about going on a cruise for our 40th anniversary, right?
Yes, we have been talking about it. I've never experienced the pleasure of a cruise.
Right.
Miss Annie has.
I've been on one little cruise it was a 4-day cruise right before COVID. with my mom and my sister and Aunt Lynette, and it was so much fun. So I came back saying, we need to go on a cruise. So I started saving this money in an envelope like a year ago. And
I had no idea. I didn't
Daryl
know anything about it.
Absolutely no idea. Is your truck unlocked? It's probably not, is it?
Yeah, it is actually.
Is it unlocked? Okay, so I'm going to go to the truck because I started saving money and putting it in this envelope. I'm going to grab the envelope so you guys can see it.
And if you see the truck there, I don't know if you can see it, but right there's a stack of mail that we got yesterday with all those fun things that you get excited about getting in the mail nowadays. We did have a wonderful trip. Thank you, Jennifer. It was wonderful getting away and just relaxing for a few days. Did you find it?
No. So apparently...
Did you put it in your purse?
I probably put it in my purse or the suitcase or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started putting money away in this envelope that Daryl gave me. It was a card that he had given me, and he had written my name on the outside. And anytime I got a little bit of extra money, I would just put it in that envelope, and then I would put it in that envelope. Okay. Actually had a little over $2,000 in that envelope. And so, which is a lot of money. But I knew that we would probably need at least that. I was thinking to go on a cruise. And I thought for our 40th,
it's worth it.
It's money well spent.
Right.
So anyway, fast forward a couple of months. We did not know that we were going to be selling our house and buying a house. And so the day that we're packing up our bedroom, like packing up all of our clothes and stuff. So this envelope I had in my underwear drawer. And I remember taking that envelope out and looking at it and thinking, do I say something to Daryl or not that I've been saving this money? And then I said, I'm not going to tell him because I want this to be a surprise. Honestly, you guys, that is the last time I remember seeing that envelope. I did something with it. And then it was a couple of days and I was like, where did I put that envelope?
And then it was, Daryl, have you seen that envelope?
Well, then I finally just decided to tell Daryl that this envelope was missing because I was actually really upset inside. I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, I probably threw away the envelope.
Because we were doing a lot of cleaning out and throwing away of stuff.
Packing, moving stuff, all the thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what have I done with this envelope? And then Daryl's really good at helping me kind of go back through things and try to remember stuff. So I came to him and I said, listen, I have been saving this money for a long time. And it's kind of a lot of money. And I can't find this envelope. And so Daryl's like, then what did you think?
Well, my first thought was, yeah, we probably threw it away. It's gone. So, but let's ask questions. Let's see if she remembers. Let's prod and let's look. And we started looking.
And we even went through the garbage.
Went through the garbage, went through I started going through places that I wouldn't naturally look, and she's like, it's in a white envelope and it has my name on it and it has a card in it. Did you throw it away? And I'm like, Annie, I would never throw something like that away. I never would do that.
Right.
So she's thinking about it, we're praying about it, and I get this impression, go check her car. So I go out to her car and I'm looking around in her car, and she has a console in the middle, and I lift it up, it's empty, and then it's like a double console. I lift the top up, there's nothing there. And then there's this thought, open up the glove compartment. And I'm thinking, no. She doesn't open her glove compartment because it struggles to stay closed. It'll pop open on her.
Yeah, for the longest time, it just kept popping open, and so I put like some kind of sticky something and just shut it. This is a car that has 200,000 miles on it. It's like a 2017. So I'm like, all right, Grands, do not open that. Nobody open it. So anyway, so Daryl was like, he's not going to touch it. Okay. So then probably what? Another week or two goes by. I'm just thinking the money's gone. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
we pretty much just forgotten about it.
The money's gone. And it was the day before we were moving out of our house. I am driving toward the city hall to let them know that we need to turn off our garbage and our water, that all of that needs to go over into the other owner's name, and that we were going to be closing. Now, I was under so much stress and I was so exhausted because you guys remember we were working on this house, moving out of the other house, packing everything up. And so I believe in a treat. So I decided to go through Chick-fil-A. And this is where God comes in, you guys. This is the God wink. So I go to Chick-fil-A and I order myself, they've come out with the peach shake, right? And I haven't had the peach shake yet.
Which is delicious.
Right. So I order the peach shake. And so I've got that peach shake and I'm just drinking that little peach shake on my way to City Hall. And it starts to kind of drip a little bit because the outside of it, some of that Cool Whip or something had gotten caught like in the lid, and it starts to drip down the side. And I'm like looking around and they didn't give me a napkin. So that's a God wink, okay? The God wink was, Annie, go get a peach shake. And then also, they didn't give me a napkin. And so I'm like, if I open up that glove box, that may not shut again, but maybe there's napkins in there. Maybe there is. I'm just going to try it. Maybe it'll shut. You guys, I open up the glove box and there, sitting there, is this envelope that has my name on it. And I'm looking at it and I am totally shocked because I don't remember ever putting it even in there. I kept on telling Daryl, I know when we find it, I'm going to remember. Oh yeah, that's what I did with it. I don't even remember. I have no recollection of putting it in that glove box. I'm looking at that envelope and I'm like, could it really be? Could it really be? So
that's kind of like the last place you would look simply because you've been having problems with it. You wouldn't use it.
I wouldn't. Who knows what I was thinking? So I am like, is this really the real envelope? And so I open up and there is all the money, you guys. I could not believe it. I like started crying. It was, and I was so excited. And I just could not even believe it. But I was just like, oh, and I was just like, thank you, God, for helping me find it. So anyway, it was amazing. And we didn't go on a cruise, but we went on this little trip.
Yeah.
And then
I don't have any vacation time. I'm new at the University of Alabama. And we had that trip to Utah planned before I started, and that used whatever in fact, I still haven't used all that. So anytime I accrue vacation, it's gone. Probably for another month or two. So I don't know. Maybe next summer I'll have a few days left or available that we might be able to do something. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
But we took this little getaway down to the beach, and that was so much fun. And then we have quite a bit of a stash left that now is going to go toward the cruise part. But I wasn't going to share this, but I will tell you this because this is kind of bringing tears to my eyes. So Daryl and I, we stayed at a resort, and the very first morning I went on a little bit of a walk, and it was really early in the morning, and I went on a walk and I saw what I'm pretty sure was a homeless man who came into the resort, and he was in this corner and he just had a little grocery bag and his feet were really dirty, and he was just resting on a
Lounge,
a chair.
Pool lounge type thing.
And I just felt an impression that we needed to just give him some money. He was asleep. And so I ran upstairs and I was able to take some of the money out of our little anniversary fund, and I snuck it down there to him, and we left to go do something else. So I have no idea we have no idea, right? Like, we have no idea, like, but I don't even know how all that works out, and it's something I shared with you guys before. I don't know how God does what he does, and I have no idea what that man's name is or anything. And I just told Daryl, if anything, maybe we don't know his story, we don't know his situation, and maybe that money he'll just know that someone
cares about him
and that God cares about him. So
Yeah.
anyway, we were never meant to go on a cruise. We were never
Wow.
meant to go on a cruise. We were supposed to go to the beach, and we were supposed to help that man. And anyway, you just never know, right? So, but that was a God wink for us to find that envelope in my car, you guys. So crazy. Anyway, so we wanted to share that with you guys too. So it was funny because we were saving pennies 40 years ago for our anniversary, and we were saving pennies for this anniversary too.
Yeah.
So I think Daryl and I, we are savers. We've always been little savers.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we just wanted to share that with you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying.
Somebody asked, did you ever need a napkin? Did you find a napkin for your milkshake?
I did find a napkin.
Oh, okay.
I did find a napkin in there. I did. So funny. So anyway, God will bless you for your kindness. Beautiful story, right? Susie said, can we see the table? The table is not finished.
It is not. I had to get the legs cut, and when I got them cut, I came back here, I laid them on the floor and packed our clothes, and we were gone.
And we were gone. So
I looked at the parts and pieces when we got home just a few minutes ago, and I'm like, tomorrow night.
Yeah, so that'll be something that we'll be able to show you guys. Like, Clint will be, I think he's going to be here this week. He's also been working on another project at someone else's house. But I think he'll probably plan on finishing the porch this week, and we can kind of show you that. Also the table. I have Miss Annie tomorrow. I'm going to be dressed up as an astronaut. I'll be teaching about the solar system. So I've actually got to go get all of my things ready for tomorrow. I've got to bake for tomorrow and get everything together. So
And
anyway.
Somebody asked if you drive a RAV, and she does. That's the car that she drives.
I do.
And do you like it?
I do. I love my RAV. We've had very little problems with it.
Very, very small.
I can't think, just maybe the battery? We've just had to get new tires and a battery.
And the headlights. I had to switch the was it just one headlight, or was it both?
Maybe you did too. I think you did too, because one went out and then we just got the matching ones.
Yeah. Now, she had a Volkswagen Bug. Did you buy that brand new?
Yeah, for 15 years. We had one Bug brand new, and then we had another one that was...
it was kind of her logo-ish type thing. It was her identity as Miss Annie going out to these schools. They would look for a red Bug.
And it said Miss Annie on the side. And
but
then
I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't do the simplest things.
you couldn't change the brakes. It would make him so mad.
You had to take it to a mechanic or to the Volkswagen place for them to do any work on it. So,
Yeah. Well, and when I bought that car, nobody was married, and there were no grandchildren. And so now we have grandkids, and it made more sense to have a bigger vehicle. Even though a RAV isn't like too big, but it actually provides more room, and there's a seat belt. But anyway, I love it. It has over 200,000 miles, and I keep thinking, it's paid for, so
it's the best kind of car.
it's going to drive the wheels off of it. So,
and Brenda, I'm glad your daughter loves that Volkswagen Bug, and maybe she has a mechanic in her life. I'm not even a shade tree mechanic, but there are simple things that I can do. I should be able to change the headlight on a car. I couldn't on that Volkswagen.
Yeah. Oh.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Things had to come out, and you had to do it in a certain sequence, and I even YouTubed it, and it made no sense to me. I'm like, all right, somebody else. There's been several responses about the RAV, and they just absolutely love their RAV.
Yeah, you guys love the RAV. My first car was a Bug, right? My first car was a Bug too. It was a 69 Bug, and it was so much fun. It would run out of gas all the time because the gas thing didn't work, but that's a whole nother story. So Charlotte says she loves her RAV. Awesome! And Donna says she has a Prius. My mom had a Prius for the longest time and
they loved it.
loved
Absolutely. Her and your dad. So
it. Yeah.
yeah.
And Daryl drives the Toyota Tacoma. We love
I
Toyotas.
love my Tacoma.
They are awesome.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let me see if there's anybody else. Let's see. Donna says she loves her RAV. Trish said, I love your fall decor on the porch. Thanks. I have a little bit more to do, but, every day something's going on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shelly said she made the pumpkin bread and it was wonderful. I'm so glad.
That reminds me, there was a question, I saw it scroll up. Which books have the pumpkin bread recipe? Is it 1 and 4? Or
It's 1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4. Okay.
Right. The only one that it's not in, and I don't know why we didn't put it in, is the dump cooking. We should have put it in the dump cooking book. But pumpkin bread you don't really dump. That's not really a dump recipe because you have to mix it all up. And anyway, so we didn't put it in that, but we probably should have. But for those of you who do not have a cookbook, if you go to missannieshomeandkitchen.com and then you just go to recipes and you type in pumpkin bread, you'll see it. And
well, that's right. There's a search box up there, and
yeah,
I did that the other night. I was answering somebody's question about it, and I tried it, and it worked. It takes you right to it. Wow, this Angela's amazing.
Angela's amazing. So, and out of that pumpkin bread recipe, we make pumpkin muffins, pumpkin cupcakes, pumpkin cakes, pumpkin roll. I've made the big old sheet. I can't think of what you call that, and then just put the buttercream frosting on the top. So good. So good. Everybody is talking about their Toyotas, their Corollas, and their Cameras. We had a Corolla for the longest too,
for
man.
a long time.
Oh my word, that thing,
it took
drove the wheels off of that.
It took a licking and kept on ticking. Is that what we took to Niagara and over to Maine? So it was all 5 of us in that Corolla. And we took it all the way to Niagara, over to Maine, and from Maine all the way down.
We drove it out west too.
Where was I, or where were we? Were we bypassing? Seems like we were bypassing New York. We weren't in the city, but we were on the interstates way outside, just bypassing New York. And I honked the horn at somebody because they frustrated me. And the girls in the back seat, they all started laughing.
Like,
Dad,
beep,
this
beep,
horn
beep.
is hysterical. You're not intimidating anybody.
Yeah,
They're like, well,
so funny. So funny. Pumpkin bar. Thank you, Ruth. A pumpkin bar with cream cheese icing. That's what it is.
Hazel.
Pumpkin bars.
Yeah.
Yay! Amy said she made the pumpkin bar with buttercream frosting. I love that buttercream frosting, you guys. It is so
It is delicious.
good.
Yeah.
Diane said, do you do the pumpkin bread the whole year? No, I usually start when I'm baking it for the schools. I usually start at September and I go through Thanksgiving, November. I'll be making it a couple times this week for sure. So anyway, wonderful pumpkin bread, so good. Make sure that you have fresh baking soda. All right, you guys, we actually have, I got to go get Miss Annie ready for tomorrow. And Daryl, we're going to make a video ahead of time. We're going to work on one tonight that's going to go up Friday. Because this weekend, we're actually going, I can't say it. I can't say it because it's supposed to be a surprise. So we're surprising someone this weekend, and I just realized they might be watching. So I can't say anything. Oh, anyway, never mind.
We're not doing anything, so there.
Yeah, we're not going to do a thing. All right, you guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for just joining us, being part of this sweet little community that we have. Thank you for all of the wonderful just anniversary wishes.
Yes,
oh my
very
word.
kind.
You guys are
so wonderful.
Sweet. And we talked about and we thought about not actually just posting anything, and then we were like, you guys have just become part of our family, and we just had to share just a little bit about what we were doing.
Yep.
We did. That butter in my face last night was a huge surprise. Right in my eye, you guys. So funny. Oh, anyway, but the good news is Florida State won last night. That was happy.
It
Daryl
was
so happy, y'all.
stressful. I was texting with my buddy during the game, and it finally was over, and he was like, "Oh, we can finally relax." And then another buddy was like, "Uh-oh, did I jinx him?" I'm like, "We're not going to say anything about this score until 5 minutes after the game is over. That way we know for sure they've won."
Yeah.
He was like, "I agree." So we kind of had a period there of relaxation, and then we were able to text about it. But oh my
And
goodness.
I'm so glad those boys on that team won last night.
I am too.
needed
They
that.
were excited, which was good to see.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if we saw your mom while in Florida. We were in the Panhandle, and Mom's over on the other. She's on the east coast of Florida, so
Yeah.
no, we did not see Mom.
Yeah, we did not see Mom. But anyway, all right, you guys, we love you, love you, love you, and we're just going to let you guys go, and we're going to remind you to be,
Stronger every day.
know that you can do hard things. Also know that we love you guys, and we're grateful that you're here. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will see you guys tomorrow with what we hope is going to be an awesome update with the porch.
Oh yes.
All right, bye, everybody.
Good night.
See you.